Will you spend Saturday? Will you be one of those guys that watches every game, or a guy that kind of, tries to avoid it as much as you can?
I'll probably have it on. I'll know the outcome of it whether I watch it or not, so I'll probably have it on.
Kind of hoping for chaos on Saturday?
Yeah, well, I'm sure it's going to be an interesting weekend.
Do you look at yourselves right now, especially the way you performed against Michigan, do you all evaluate yourselves as one of the best 4 teams out there, or is it something you all feel like you can do?
Yeah, I think what we showed the country on Saturday is what people have been waiting to see all year, and that's, I think, one of the best teams in the country, and I'm going to be happy with whatever happens because we're going to get to play in a great bowl, I'm sure. But if we get lucky enough to get to play in the playoff, which I do deserve, we deserve to be in, or do think we deserve to be in, I'm going to be really happy. So, like I said, we'll see what happens this weekend.
What are you thinking when you tip the ball to yourself and you're running the other direction with it? Just what's going through your mind?
Yeah, I was talking to some guys on the team about it, and pretty much all that went through my head was run, run. And when I saw him behind me, I was like, do I cut back? Do I stiff arm? I have no idea what to do. I've never really had the ball in my hand for more than, other than maybe Wisconsin, but I kind of just fell in the end zone. But I was just kind of thinking run.
My wife enjoyed your stiff arming him in the ground.
Yeah.
But as you look back on that, Joey, just this season, what do you think you guys proved? As you sum it up, kind of like looking back and stuff, was this just a kind of a strange year?
Yeah.
For you guys in particular.
Yeah, I think this last week we proved that we have a lot of good guys on our team. We stuck together even after a hard loss, and all the media, whoever was saying whatever, and we came together because we all love each other and we all want the same thing, and that's the win. And we proved that just a great team full of great guys that we were able to bounce back from a loss like that.
What's the scenario you see playing out this weekend if things go well for you guys? What's a game you've definitely got your eye on, I guess?
Of course, we'd all love to play in the Rose Bowl. That would be awesome if we couldn't get into the playoff. But like I said, whatever happens, I'm going to be happy.
Do you have any thoughts on the All Big Ten stuff? Was the win that people have been waiting for. Why did we have to wait for it, I guess?
I wish I could tell you the answer to that. I think we've played good football all year. It's not like we were playing bad. We're 11-1. We had a rough week, but I think it just takes that adversity to really bring a team like us together and really show what we can do.
Is it going to be hard to watch, Joey, the Big Ten title game? You've been in it the last couple of years, won it last year's. Just what's it going to be like watching it?
Of course, you want to be in that game, and it's going to be tough, but what happened, so we're gonna wait and see what happens.
Who do you like? As you size up those two teams, are you intrigued by that matchup?
I don't think I've watched 1 second of Iowa really, but Michigan State, of course, is a good team. Can't really say anything about them. They came in our house and beat us, but I can't really pick who I'm going to cheer for in that game.
Joey, were you friends with Rudolph in high school at all?
Yeah, I actually texted him after the game, make sure he was okay. He has I don't know if I'm allowed to say what he has, so I'm not going to, but it wasn't that serious. Just made sure he was okay. We messed around with each other, talked about funny rivalry and all the great comments I got on my Instagram post about how classless and how much of a dirtbag I am for messing with one of my friends from high school, but we both had a laugh, and he's doing fine.
Your reaction after that sack, though, it was epic almost. Just I don't remember even seeing a shrug.
It was just natural motion. Of course, I'm not celebrating him being hurt.
Right.
Had no idea he was hurt. I was just celebrating with my guys who were all super excited about the play, and that's the best feeling. But of course, you never want to see anybody hurt, and I didn't know he was hurt until after the fact. So, but I'm happy it's not that serious of an injury.
Do you think in your final game, you personally, as you look back on that, was that your best foot forward too? Did you feel? And obviously, you're a finalist for for Lombardi again, and you're all big. The defensive lineman of the year again in the Big Ten, and just what'd you get out of that, more than anything else?
since the beginning of the year, every time I go out there and play, I expect myself to have games like that. And when I don't, I think I'm not playing good enough, and I always want to be out there, and I always want to perform my best. But as long as we're winning, like I always say, I'm happy. But to finally put on a game like that, it feels nice against our rivals in our last game of the regular season when we really needed it.
You were the defensive lineman of the year, not the defensive player of the year in the Big Ten. What are your thoughts on that?
I have to say, Carl, who won it, has 15 and a half sacks in 10 games? That's a pretty ridiculous number. I say every day, man, I wish I had 15 and a half sacks, but he obviously deserved it with numbers like that, but I'm grateful to win defensive lineman.
When you hear teams like Bama control their own destiny, some people even think Stanford might, and your resume compares favorably to them. What do you guys think?
Yeah. I was watching ESPN before our practice today, and I'm not really paying attention to whatever, so the cards will fall how they may. All we could do is wait and see what happens.
Joey, thank you.
Thanks.